We are reading pages 3 through 31. No, 8, excuse me, 8 through 31. You've already continued recording. 8 through 31. Dramatic passage reading. Here we go. Page 8. I wondered, when the fields ended and the Granger forest spanned both sides of the road with long overhanging branches, a tall, emaciated-looking boy popped suddenly from the forest trail and swung his thin arm around Stacy. Vocabulary word in that sentence. It was T.J. Avery. His younger brother Claude emerged a moment later, smiling weakly as if it pained him to do so. Neither boy had on shoes, and on their Sunday clothing was patched and worn, hung loosely upon their frail frames. The Avery family sharecropped on Granger Lane. Well, said T.J., haughtily swinging into step with Stacy, here we go again, starting another school year. Yeah, sighed Stacy. Oh man, don't look so down, T.J. said cheerfully. Your mama's really one great teacher. I should know. You certainly should. He failed Mama's class last year and was now returning for a second try. Shoot! You can say that, exclaimed Stacy. You don't have to spend all day in the classroom with your mama. Look at the bright side, said TJ. Just think of the advantages you got. You've been learning all sorts of stuff before the rest of us. He smiled slyly. Like what's on all them tests? Stacy thrust TJ's arm from his shoulder. If that's what you think, you don't know my mama. Ain't no need to get mad, TJ replied undaunted. Just an idea. He was quiet for a moment. Then he announced, I bet you I could give y'all an earful about the burning last night. Burning? What burning? Asked Stacy. Man, don't y'all know nothing? Events that have happened thus far. Think about the events that happened thus far. Every page, you should be writing down an event. Oh, this section's not even on here. But there's an event section right here to your right-hand side. That gives you the events. Make sure you write down an event. Burning? What burning? Asked Stacy. Man, don't y'all know nothing? The bear is burning. I thought y'all grandmother went over there last night to see about this. Of course we knew Big Mom had gone to a sick house last night. She was good at medicines, and people often called her instead of a doctor when they were sick. But we didn't know anything about any burnings, and I certainly didn't know anything about the berries either. What berries you talking about, Stacy? I asked. I don't know no berries. They live way over on the other side of Smellings Creek. They come to church sometimes, and said Stacy absently. Then he turned back to TJ. Mr. Lane had come by real late and got Big Mom. Said Mr. Berry was low and sick. Needed help to nurse him, but he ain't said nothing about no burning. He's low and sick, all right, because he got burned to death. Him and his two nephews. And you know who done it? Who? Stacy and I asked together. Well, since y'all don't seem to know nothing, said TJ in his usual sickening way of nursing a tidbit of information to death, maybe I ought not tell y'all. It might hurt y'all's little ears. Event. Please write down the event from that section that you just now noticed that might have happened on that page. Event. There was a vocabulary word that you noticed. Please write down that vocabulary word. Please write it down. You get it. Here we go. Okay. See, them berries on page 10, burning wasn't no accident. Some white men took a match to them. You mean just lick them up like a piece of wood? Stammered Christopher John, his eyes growing big with disbelief. Why? Said Stacy. TJ shrugged. Don't know why. Just know they done it. That's all. How you know? I questioned suspiciously. He smiled smugly. 'Cause your mama came down on her way to school and talked to my mama about it. She did? Yeah. You should have seen the way she looked when she came out of the house. How she look? Asked little man, inquired little man, interested enough to glance up from the road for the first time. TJ looked around grimly and whispered, like death. He waited a moment for his words to appropriately shock him. But the effect was spoiled by little man, who asked slightly, what does death look like? TJ turned annoyance. Don't he know none? Pause, event. We just learned something very important that occurred last night. We also found out who helped last night. Well, what does it look like? Little man demanded to know. He didn't like TJ either. Like my grandfather looked just before they buried him. TJ described all knowing. Replied little man, losing interest and concentrating on the road again. I tell y'all, Stacy man, said TJ morosely shaking his head. Sometimes, man, I just don't know about that family of yours. Stacy pulled back, considering whether or not TJ's words were offensive. But TJ immediately erased the question by continuing amicably. Don't get me wrong, Stacy. They some real swell kids, but Cassie about got me whipped this morning. Good, I said. Now, how'd she do that? How'd she do that? You wouldn't be laughing if it had happened to you. She up and told your mom about me going up to the Wallace store dancing room. And Miss Logan told Mama. He eyed me disdainfully. Then went on. Vocabulary word. Disdainfully. Then went on. But don't worry. I got out of it though. When Mama asked me about it, I just said, oh, Claude was always sneaking up there to get some of that free candy Mr. Caleb give out sometimes. And I had to go get him. You know, cause I knowed good and well she didn't want us up there. Boy, did he get it! Ah, TJ laughed. Mama about wore him out. I stared at quiet Claude. You let him do that, I exclaimed. Event. Please write it down. But Claude only smiled in that sickly way of his, and I knew that he had. He was more afraid of TJ than his mother. Again, little man glanced up, and I could see his dislike for TJ growing. Friendly Christopher John glared at TJ and putting his short arm around Claude's shoulder said, come on, Claude, let's go over here. Then he and Claude hurried up the road away from TJ. Stacy, who generally, he overlooked TJ's underhanded stunts, shook his head. That was dirty. Well, what you expect me to do? I couldn't let her think I was going up there because I like to. Could I? She'd have killed me. And good riddance, I thought. Promised myself that if he ever put anything like that on me, I'd knock his block off. We were nearing the second crossroads where deep gullies lined both sides of the road. And the dense forest crept to the very edges of the high, jagged clay wall bank. Suddenly, Stacy turned. Quick, 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 he cried. Off the road, off the road. Without another word, all of us but little man scrambled up the steep bank into the forest. Get up here, man, Stacy ordered. But little man only gazed at the ragged red bank, sparsely covered with scraggly brown briars, and kept on walking. Come on, do like I say. But I'll get my clothes dirty, protested little man. You gonna get a whole lot dirtier you stay down there. Look! Pause, page 13. Post it. All right, I read up to page 13 on that go around. I